Tuesday, everybody. This is No Edits Crypto, episode 164, coming to you minutes before 5 p.m. on the East Coast. First story in the news today is a blockchain startup wants to raise nearly $100 million to create a new form of fantasy football league called the Crown League. The project's owner told CoinDesk, this is by CoinDesk Nicholas Day, one of their main contributors there, that they told CoinDesk on Tuesday that it seeks to form a professional fantasy football league with 12 teams initially. Professional fantasy football league's kind of humorous, which will collectively be owned by fans via the platform's crypto tokens. In some respects, the league will act like other fantasy leagues, but it differs in being a single unified entity operated by professional managers and owned by the general public. Dan Nizinoff, Chief Executive of Crown Throne Inc., the company behind the Crown League, told CoinDesk that fantasy football at present is incredibly fragmented. Nobody cares about other teams, he said. This is in part because there's nothing to cover in fantasy today. This blockchain startup attempting to get some people on board here, and I don't know. I kind of enjoy the merger between the free market and blockchain development in sports. I think it's pretty interesting. So I'm always for free market, startups and stuff. This will be interesting to see what happens. The second story is the crowdfunding. There's a crowdfunding aim now posted on boomstarter.ru. The campaign is looking to order a search, so they're looking for people, detectives and stuff, that they can use through this crowdfunding campaign to locate Satoshi Nakamoto or determine his true identity. It says order a search for Satoshi from several independent detective agencies located in the U.S. and Japan as well as Europe. The creator said that hired agencies would have to conduct a public and transparent account of their activities, and mentioned that three locations were chosen because of Satoshi's purported affiliation with these areas. According to the creators, people have the right to know the identity of Satoshi. They write that they need to declassify it. They write the need to declassify it ourselves if Satoshi does not want the publicity. However, the group explains how they pledge not to disturb the person or persons if Satoshi turns out to be someone ordinary who is afraid of publicity. So, I'm not really sure how they would, uncover his identity and not make it public. That entire idea seems ridiculous. I'm pretty sure everyone that knows a lot about blockchain has a pretty good idea who Satoshi Nakamoto was or is. I think a group of people worked on it, but I think there was one person in particular who did the majority of the work, and I'm not a fan of this at all. One of the reasons they cite for this need to determine who he was to be sure that Bitcoin isn't a major deception, a global deception. I don't buy that one bit. So, interesting story nonetheless, but I'm not in favor of that. Into the market, Bitcoin down 2.97% at $6,112. Ethereum down 9.96%, $261.60. Bitcoin Cash down 8.67% at $487.90. EOS down 6.27% at $4.35. Monero down 11.66%, $80.93. Dash down 6.73%, $136.26. Ethereum Classic down 13.18% at $10.84. Neo down 12.15%, $14.55. And lastly, Steam. Tragic month for Steam, down 8.49% at 81 cents. So, also I wanted to mention that Ethereum has officially dipped below where now 12-month low. So it was around $300 this time. I think it was the volatility of crypto, you can't say it was at this price at this moment, but it was around $300, and right now 261, as I said. Interesting. You got to think it's hit the bottom, but not investment advice. And Bitcoin dominance is all the way up to 53.86%. So the one thing that isn't promising is that BTC dominance is grown. Bitcoin dominance all the way, aggregate almost up to 54% now, barely below it. But total market cap has dropped another, let's see, $13 billion since yesterday. So not promising in that regard. I'm not really sure how much lower this could go. I just don't see it going much lower. But I didn't think we would drop any more a week ago. So interesting things going on right now. I will say that the fact that people are getting back into Bitcoin is promising, but I don't think anybody really knows what's going to happen with the prices here in the short run. But I think the majority of us are in it for the long term, so this doesn't scare too many people, But the people that came in December and late last year, they definitely are getting wrecked right now. They're the ones that that have sold, but the ones that are hodling and holding on, I think that's the best move always. I don't think you can lose in this long term with all the innovation and everything going on. I don't think it's a bad move to hang on. So everybody have a good Tuesday night, and I'll bring another episode tomorrow.